You know what I'm saying? What it did, what it did. Some motherfucking rude points to RoBs Inferno while it burns slow. Shout out to my guys and goddesses and all high vibrational human beings. You know what the fuck it is, man. Tap in, tap in, tap in. You know what I'm saying? Sun talk, sun talk. Y'all know what's happening right now. You feel me? It's just so beautiful. Man, like, so all right. So what I was talking about, like I want to say like 30 minutes ago, when I was chopping up with y'all and shit, and I was putting y'all on game. You feel me? About what's taking place and shit, right? Now, one of the things that it's like I said it a couple times, but I feel like I need to say it again from a awareness standpoint, projection wise, right? One of the main things that these people are going to start doing to all organic people, as this radiation picks up and that ozone layer peels back more, they gonna start projecting crazy, y'all. Like think about the regular projections that they give us as Black and Latino people, like the regular stuff that they do and stuff to try to make us seem like we like on a crazy tip or we trying to harm them or we violent knowing damn well we not. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. Like all of that shit's about to pick up. That's why I tell y'all protect y'all energy. Make sure that y'all make sure that y'all make sure you're eating right first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? I got me like damn near like 5 oranges with me right now. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm about to drink some of this hot chocolate though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm not, y'all know I'm gonna keep it. Y'all know I'm gonna keep it thorough with y'all. But one of the things I want to say is this stuff, right? And I really want y'all to hear me out when I say this, because when I say this, I'm saying this from a when I'm saying this from a standpoint of me really having like love in my heart. What I'm about to tell you, and what I mean is, all right. So I know. Enjoy the rest of your day, God. It's peace, power, abundance your way. I know we prisoners of war, right? Like we don't look at work. We look at work like work. We don't look at work like slavery, or like we've been enslaved. But everything that we're working for, like just think about it, like our bills, our rent and stuff like that. All the natural resources that's on the planet is in abundance for everybody, even unnatural people. You know what I'm saying? Like and then some. You feel me? So I'm saying by that, like all organic people, neuromelanated and you're melanated, and people that have phenomelanin, right? Like people that have animal DNA. There's enough the gas, the water, electricity, food, all of that, right? It's in abundance for all of us that's on the planet right now, and then some. So it shouldn't be being hijacked by anybody, especially by anybody that don't even have a biological connection to this shit. You feel me? Even more so. That's what makes it even worse. But it's crazy. Complacency is something, right? Because you can complacency is really never good because that's like a sign that you're not growing. That's a sign that you're not evolving, right? When you become complacent, even in this 3D system and stuff, you know what I'm saying? How they tell you, right? They say you reach certain levels of success, but in that way that they tell you you have to keep you just going backwards. You know what I'm saying? Because I told y'all, as far as us organic people, Latino and Black people, there's no individual success that can match the infringement that's being done to us off of us being divided and people living off of us, off the genocide in which this foundation was built on. The things that happen for this to be deemed as regular reality, for it to be justifiable, right? And it's not justifiable, but I'm just saying because people think it's justifiable. You know what I mean? That's why the cognitive dissonance is as bad as it is, and the Stockholm syndrome is as bad as it is. But I love y'all. I'm just telling y'all. Mother Nature is matching all of this happening right now, and it's beautiful for our species, for our planet. You get what I'm saying? This shit should have been happening. You can tell from organic people's standpoint when certain of us get offended, that's neuromelanated or you melanated, you can tell that we're part of the problem, right? You can tell who those people are, right? Um, because I see it's so much people on the internet that's making so much projections about money, right? And this is the thing, you can't, you can't, You can't scream about getting money, right? Getting money and stuff without talking about the family that the money comes from or how this came about. You get what I'm saying? Everyone's like, oh, I got to get a dollar. I got to get a dollar. You're saying that because you're in a monetary system and they got everything connected to it. So meaning if you don't have money, you're not going to have the regular necessities that you feel like you need because a lot of that stuff you really don't even need. But some of the stuff that you thinking you need. I'm gonna say it like that, right? But it's so much people like for instance like, and I'm just saying from like a scrolling standpoint. I don't even be watching these videos, but I'm just saying from a scrolling standpoint. Like it'll be people on the internet and they'll be saying there'll be people on the internet and they'll be saying y'all stuff like they'll be like that they'll be like sending projections for what they're reading in there and stuff, and they'll say stuff like this person, because I'm saying like this 'cause I really want y'all to get what I'm trying to say. They'll say stuff like that person did whatever so called they did that they wasn't supposed to do, so now they're broke, they're broke and stressed and you look good and paid and shit like that, right? All types of shit like that. Like that's a form of glamorizing somebody's individual success at the rate of the genocide amongst our division. You don't really realize how ignorant you are. Money is one of the number one things that they use as a weapon, and that now today we use as a weapon towards each other. So in any way you bragging about having it, you don't really realize how much you're embarrassing yourself or amongst someone that knows really what took place, how this came about, you know what I mean, and what we're living in and shit like that. You look dumb as shit. You look fucking retarded. And you could say that, and I know the first thing anyone's gonna say off of this, off of my videos, and seeing what I've been going through, because I know how ignorant the attention span how most people think. They think from a standpoint, they're like, oh, well, you're just saying that because you're broke or you're struggling, you're going through this, da da da. Guess what? It's people on the internet that know even more genetics, know genetics even more than I do, that's speaking on this same stuff, and they're not homeless at all. You get what I'm saying? It's multiple people speaking on this type of stuff that's not homeless at all. You know what I'm saying? So it just goes to show y'all how when people get hit with certain truth, they instantly go like in a panic mode to try to search for it not being believable, so they can make sense of what they're living in as if it's not really what it really is. You get what I'm saying? Like there's levels of cognitive dissonance. You feel me? And I'm gonna let y'all know like how I'm peeping this. Like I got regular knowledge, but then I have street smart. But I have a knowledge that's past street smart, y'all. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like I have like a you know how people can read body language? I don't even know if it's any words for it, but I can just look at a person and read their energy, and I can read certain stuff about them that will let me know how they are. You know what I'm saying? That like a regular person can't do, for like my discernment with them, my intuition with whatever I got going on with them, even if it's just walking by them. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Do I got to worry about them? Do I got to keep an extra eye on them? I pick up on everything. You get what I'm saying? Like, so I'm saying this from that standpoint too. You feel me? But it's crazy though, y'all. But it just like it lets me. I see how much we're psychologically damaged. We're psychologically damaged that we're bragging for each other. We're bragging about versions of us for whatever reason. That is to say we're not doing something right or properly, that we don't have money and stuff. Like we're bragging about that. We're bragging about the dollar and how it's destroyed us, along with the division of it, of who has it and who doesn't. You know how ignorant that fucking is? You feel me? Like y'all are fucking airheads. Like y'all are part of the problem. Like I really hope that our brothers and sisters, when they come here, anybody that thinks of money without really knowing how it came about, or the disruption of our whole species, in which how we carry each other from like a general respect, right, towards each other and shit, seeing what it's done to us. I hope that like our brothers and sisters like see us, versions of us that think in that way, that's not knowing what's going on, and they just hurry up and just eradicate us, y'all. Like for real, for real. If you are natural and you talking like that, that's different. It comes from your forefathers. Like this is y'all God. But when it's like when we get certain levels of success, or we use money in any way to project on to someone specifically or in general, Even if we're not saying someone individually and it's broadly, it's still the same concept. You get what I'm saying? You're fucking enslaved by this shit. You're in your whole that 1010 when I said that. You're our entire species. And so in any way that you try to use it to talk about one of us not having it or having to be a better slave to get it, you're ignorant as fuck. You don't know who you are, and you're part of the problem for all of this genocide we're in because it's all around money. You get what I'm saying? Like it's around money and lack of awareness and genetics. You feel me? Like real shit. Like it's knowing thyself or not knowing thyself. You feel me? Like y'all got this shit all fucked up. So it's like I'm telling y'all, like it's gonna be so bad for people. And I'm not even going front with y'all. Like it's weird because I see it both ways. You know, the goddesses, you talk about money in a form of projecting towards anyone not having enough of it for like their stories with tarot card readings and that's the main internet with them. But even just regular readings, where like just putting energy, positive energy in the world and stuff, like it's the same concept. But the men, I see the men doing it with like a competitive standpoint. Women are more competitive than men, and with each other, women are. But men, y'all know how men use the money. Like men, like we'd be so fucking distraught. Like so many black men. I could damn that your favorite fucking rapper. You feel me? Like comes from shit. Comes from not having shit. As soon as he sold out, and that's a whole nother story. But I'm not gonna talk about that now. But as soon as he got that money, and he got that mainstream level, that celebrity, what the fuck do we do, y'all? We start in our rhymes. We start talk. You hear us talking jokes about other rappers or other niggas like not having enough. Talking about broke nigga and it be niggas that I listen to that I fuck with, but from a standpoint of like this stuff, it's like I'll be looking at them sideways a little bit. I'm gonna be real with y'all. And it's niggas I fuck with like like I fuck with like all of Griselda and shit. I fuck with Stove, I fuck with Bodie, I fuck with all of them. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Conway. You know, I fuck with real hip hop. I'm saying I fuck with real hip hop. But even some of these rappers and stuff though, like, you know, you'll hear lines every now and then of somebody talking about, you know, somebody else being broke. You know what I'm saying? Or even if you're not talking about somebody else being broke or your own brother or sister being broke and in some form of laughing at them about it. Just for real, in a way of like glamorizing the money because of the other destruction and the infringement on if you didn't have it, you wouldn't be able to be balling how you are and stuff. Like that's a form of enslavement in itself. You feel me? Because you feel like just because you got individual success and you got this money, and just because you can eat when you want to and do whatever you can with these tangible things that you got this money for now, that you're not living in the enslavement that you're living in. You know, because your success, individual success amongst this monetary system is a little bit better than his or hers. You feel me? You don't know who the fuck you are. You're doing exactly what they want you to do with it, and then you leading the rest of your species wrong. You feel me? You look crazy. Like you look crazy as shit, and it's like I don't give a fuck, y'all. I'll tell anybody this shit because it's like I see this shit so fucking clear, and I don't play about this shit. I don't care what anybody would do to me or nothing about that shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You feel me? I really don't care, y'all. Like it's like I just see the stuff that's the main problem with us. Money is definitely like on number one. Definitely number one because we weaponize it towards each other. Any chance that we get towards how like we view each other. You get what I'm saying? We look at it from like a standpoint. It's like even when I get here, I go to work and stuff, right? It's like I know I'm a prisoner of war. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it's motherfuckers going to work and happy to go to work, like happy to be a good slave. You know, it ain't gonna be happy to be a good slave to your point where they looking down on another black person. Like don't be lazy. You gotta work harder. You know what I'm saying? Like just because you feel like you like your job, that don't mean it ain't enslavement. You know what I'm saying? Like let's be real right now. Like people is fucking backwards, y'all. I'm just being real with y'all. Hold on real quick. That shit irked me so much, y'all. Me speaking to y'all about this shit briefly. I forgot that I ain't even saying I heated up my little water and shit. I ain't even put my like because this shit just irritates me. Like whenever I see that somebody values me to an extent, you know what I mean? Where it's like they're trying to And even not even, I'm speaking from a neuromelanated standpoint, us dealing with it. But I'm gonna be honest with you, even with unnatural people, like an unnatural person shouldn't even use money to like look down on another person, another unnatural person or another organic person. Like in no way it should be being done with what it was created to do and the destruction that it's caused on both levels. Of course, us being who we are, but think about how much people are dead right now because of money. Think about how much people was killed around it. You get what I'm saying? Think about how much people kill around it. You know, like it causes. I don't give a fuck how great somebody's individual success is, or what you feel like because of the things you can do when you have it. Entirely from a collective majority standpoint, money has did nothing but destroy everybody. Everybody. It changed the way, like your just natural way of even like enjoyment, the way you look at someone, the way you now like the way you view someone all the time, even in so many different ways. When you meet a person, when you out and about, you meet a person and stuff. What's like one of the first things like you ask them? Like as if like that really fucking matters. Like that's gonna be their a whole personality or how you in tune with really who they are. You know, even if that's what they like to do for their job. But what's the first thing you ask someone? What do you do for a living? Like what? I think you should find out how a person is inside before you find out what they do for a living. You know what I'm saying? You could be talking to someone that be very unsafe for you to be around, and they could have a good job. You know what I mean? Like people are so like lost, y'all. People are fucking airheads. I'm telling y'all. It's like people don't think properly or something, y'all. That's why I'm so happy that all of this shit is happening because it's sad, y'all. It's sad. It's sad. It's like it's messed up people's thinking, you know? That's why it's so much drama because the way the world is set up, y'all, it's like think about how much women that if a man has money and nothing can look of him like he doesn't have money, how much you could be manipulated. That might be like the worst guy for you on all levels. But you see that nice car, you see he's freshly dressed, he got these shoes, he got these that everything that show his money is correct. At that moment, you think about how maybe you can benefit off of that even. And he look good, but it's so much more that's so much more important than that. Where I don't give a fuck how much money he has, it might be dangerous for you to be around him. You know what I mean? But you might not notice it, and a lot of women don't notice it because this man's pockets is right. You know? And in the same way, on the other foot, think about how much men get passed up on that really could have been a good husband for this woman and shit. But because he's going through a financial struggle and we in a monetary system, she's not seeing him of value, right? But you could have money today and not have shit tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? The way this monetary system works in many different ways, how that could come about, or the other, or vice versa. You could have nothing and then fuck around and be rich in less than a year. You know, like so it's like you see in a ways how like it controls people in their ways of thinking. You know what I mean? Like it's really bad, y'all. It's really really bad. So that's why it's like I be seeing all of this on the internet. I'm being honest. I'm just being straightforward with y'all. I'm telling y'all can say whatever the fuck y'all want about me, but there's stuff that's not my personal opinion. We always haven't been dealing with money, y'all. That's infringement. It's a false ideology. You know, it's we're prisoners of war. You get what I'm saying? All our natural resources have been hijacked. Our children are subjugated to your same people that's been abusing us since they've been on the planet. We're acting like none of this is going on. You get what I'm saying? We know everybody from a melanated standpoint really don't like us. We're against each other instead of coming together. It's all backwards, but it's all backwards in a way of it being revealed to us exactly how it is from a standpoint like how can you not see it? It was 1919 when I said that. Like how could you not see it? The only thing that it would tell you is psychological slavery. Remember I told y'all psychological abuse is way worse than physical. You get what I'm saying? You could be damaged so much. You could have so much fight, flight, or freeze that if you're not strong enough, you get what I'm saying, you'll be going in the same circle in many different ways. You feel me? So it's just like, come on now. Come on now, y'all. Come on now. You know? But I'm gonna tell y'all before anything, I'm gonna tell y'all what our right. Our biggest problem, that because that's one thing and that's one right? I'm not trying to make it minor, but our biggest problem, our species, our biggest problem is off of the infringement that's been put on us, off of lack of awareness, not knowing who we are, feeling inadequacy. That shit is like weaponized towards us. It's used against us. You feel me? It's just used against us. And the thing is, we're so sensitive so much for anything. It's so real. We'd rather have avoidant energy as if it's not truth than face. You know, I noticed that as organic people, a lot of the stuff that's most pain or is going to lead towards something that's been done to us painful by our oppressors. It's like we just want to shy away from that shit and act like it doesn't exist. But the whole time we've been doing that, we've been abusing ourselves. That's a form of self-sabotage, right? Right or wrong, you know? Right or wrong. Like what the fuck is going on, y'all? Like, for real. So that's why I dedicated my life to really bringing all of this shit to the forefront as this shit closes out. Because it's immediate that it's closing out. It's not questionable no more. You know? It's definitely not questionable no more. It's just, you know, it's catching up to everybody, how and when it does. And people are on edge because they know that they can't change what's inevitable. Because this way of life that we're living, this shit was never inevitable. You get what I'm saying? And that's a hard pill for like a lot of people to swallow. So y'all, like, I don't know, y'all. Yeah, I gotta get this. I gotta get this. I gotta get this. I gotta get this out. You know, I gotta get this out. Y'all need to look over this live and everything. Everything I'm talking about and shit. Like, this shit is some real shit. What I'm telling y'all. You know, but it's some heavy shit. You know, and a lot of stuff that I talk about, it makes people have to take accountability. And a lot of people don't be wanting to do that. Like I said, everything that I've been talking about is happening. Ain't nothing I said ain't nothing I said has been false or not able to happen. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I said has happened. That's why even in the area people will be crazy because people be coming to me like, how the fuck did you even know that? Or how did that end up really being like that? You feel me? Like, I'm like, yeah, you know, like I said, I'm not no like it's. I mean, I am somebody special in the cosmos, and people could get bad karma quick by how they deal with me, how they treat me and stuff, because of my purpose and how pure my heart is. Right? It's definitely light as a feather. Right? Really just about what this system was really built on and what we're really living in. You know what I'm saying? So it's bigger than me. Like, I'm just the reason why I fit in this shit how I fit is because ever since I was younger, I always had like a passion to speak up towards like righteousness, whatever that would be. And I was like that when I was younger. Like, I was like that when I was like 4 years old. Like, if it was like something that I know that was wrong for everybody, I didn't care if I was the only person or what happened to me. I would speak about it. I would bring attention to it. You know what I'm saying? I was always like that. You know, I cared more about doing the right thing of what I felt and knew was right in my soul than being liked. You get what I'm saying? But a lot of people aren't like that though. You know, a lot of people are controlled. A lot of people are people pleasers. A lot of people want to be accepted. You know, I don't give a fuck about being accepted. You know, I've been ostracized me my whole life. So, you know, since I already but the irony around it is me being like that. I've always been like the popular person and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it was because I played ball or what, but it always went hand in hand. You know, and I used to hate that shit. You know what I mean?